Warrandyte's first 11 were up and about early in the season, fighting off critics suggesting they had no talent and would be relegated. Batting first in round 2 against Wonga Park away from home, Warrandyte made 214, with Nick's brother, Holland and also Brent all making contributions. Now it says here that Matt Gamble actually got 32 and not a duck. Now, it's either a misprint or Wonga Park's bowling must be really bad. Anyway, in all seriousness, the second week Warrandyte was really good. Staring down the barrel of a loss, Wonga Park crashed late and Warrandyte got over the line by 8 runs. Warren and Lincoln were good, but Holland was vital at the end. It was Warrandyte winning its second game in a row. With Jeff Zack removed from the team after some players suggested they would actually rather masturbate with a cheese grater than talk to him, Warrandyte's batting lineup actually looked worse without him, feebly posting only 160. Warrandyte faced a hard day in the field on the second day, taking only 6 wickets and was passed easily by East Ringwood. However, they did find a new spinner in Joel Duffel to add to the 7 already in the team. Duffel was given the ball in what was seemed like a joke by Smead. It actually turned out that Joel spun the ball even more than SK Warne in a day of very few highlights. The third 11 continued their early season one-day matches and played their first game at their new home on the second oval, a ground famous for its size as well as its past activities on the pitch. Warrandyte threw the bat around early with Crazy Nate smashing 43, including some of the smallest sixes you'll ever see, giving Warrandyte a defendable total of 157. 157? That's all they got on the little ground, on that little pitch? It's not defendable. Well, they eventually got smashed by 5 wickets. Dylan Burns did take 4 wickets, a good way for the Wolfman to start to defend that horrid thing on his face. And for the record, Jimmy Weatherly bowled 3 overs, none for 35 with 11 wides, and also he made a duck. The thirds would take the bickies, however, in round 4 when they faced Wonga Park at home on the little ground again. Batting first, 172 was still a pretty dodgy score to be honest, off 35 overs. Mitch Canham's 77, the only handy contribution in most people's opinion. And to be honest, some people would argue that 77 would have been 12 on other days, and more importantly other grounds. But that's not the point. Warrandyte would defend the total, and despite a late tail wag, they did win by 22 runs. The fourth 11 batted first and posted 232 for 5, with Simon Bowyer hitting his first century for the year, and it was not out to make sure those averages were looked after. And he was also heard to yell out to Grant, "Suck it, buddy, that's 3 votes for me, pal." Made better by Brenny Baker's duck, Warrandyte coasted past Wonga Park, taking only 3 wickets, but restricting the opposition to 129, well short of Warrandyte's 232. Again, Brenny Baker made a duck. Warrandyte again were on the road to Norwood. This time after being handed the ball first, they took consecutive wickets against a potential dangerous lineup, with Luke Revel initially being given a bowl after the skipper lost a bet. But his 3 wickets were actually crucial for the match. Facing some outstanding bowling, Warrandyte's batsmen looked to chase down the total, the machine fending off some aggressive chin music, but he survived the bowlers steaming in, making 34 not out, while Grant Hartman rode his luck despite some dodgy commentary.
Shot! Nice shot, mate! Great shot!
He's caught it. Great.
In the end, the Terminator Warren steered his team to a 4-wicket win. That was round 2.